Hello pedal aficionados, Henning Pauli here, HP42 is the channel, and we're looking at an overdrive. No, a fuzz. Well, not really. It's an envelope fuzz. What the crap is that? It's Gary. We're looking at Gary. And that name is cool. Hey, earthquake devices made in the US, great pedals. They are telling people about, hey, look, this whole terror thing, not a good idea. And they're very vocal about it, and they're right, and they are smart about it. But the company is struggling because of all this bullshit. So I thought when Sweetwater reached out and said, hey, what brands do you want to cover? I said, earthquake devices? Yeah, let's get on that train. Let's show some of their stuff, because good stuff. And one of the three pedals we're looking at is Gary. Before we can look at it, we'll take it out of the box. Okay, I recorded some sounds. Here's some beautiful product shots. Let's combine them. Let's put Gary on some music from Tom James from Elevated Jam Tracks and see me play really badly. Okay, this is what Gary looks like, and understanding what Gary is tough, because Gary does speak weird languages. Go, yes, that's it, oosh. I love it. I really love it. So, see it as two sides. Let's call it the left and the right. That is this and this, and that is this and this. We're pretty obvious. That's volume and that's volume. Very straightforward, right? So that's an overdrive. That's your drive. That's the volume. And that's turning it on. So far, so good. Overdrive. That's a volume. You're with me. Simple, right? Well, the yes is an envelope. What's an envelope? Well, you usually get your tax returns and stuff in those, but that's not what we're talking about. It is the attack, decay, sustain, release. It is how loud is your signal at any given point in time. So you start and you hit it, boing, and then it goes, and then you wiggle your finger and then it goes up a bit and then it goes down. So that's your volume information. That volume information can be tracked with an envelope, right? Tracker. And that can be fed into parameters. In this case, it is fed into the pulse width. What the crap. So the fuzz we've got here is a square wave fuzz, meaning we've got a right? So we got two blocks. Block 1, block 2. The pulse width is, are they equal in size? Or is this block really big and this block short? Or is this block short and this block really big? So we're just moving the wall in the middle. Short block, long block, short block. Could put graphics up, but I think you're getting it. So you're moving that wall in the middle, therefore changing the pulse width. So what the envelope is doing is pulse width modulation. Why do I know this shit? Because that's literally what I studied. You can plug an expression pedal in and modulate the pulse width with an expression pedal, whereas this is giving you the top possible toe down position. Screw that, we're not doing that. No one's got time for that. We're using that envelope. Now, that can mean I'm really digging in, and it depends on the output of your guitar and the whole system. How much do you have a booster in front of it? Maybe don't do that because a booster might actually be equalizing the level too much or actually putting too much level into it. Try to have Gary as early in your chain as possible. And then maybe not the highest output pickups. But then adjust to taste. And sometimes it might be modulating it so where it's such a thin pulse width where you're actually not hearing anything. But when you got it smack in the right position, you've got a really cool thing happening and then the signal dies down and it goes into a different thing. And over the time of your note, it changes the fuzzesquitude. If you then pump that into the overdrive side, Gary's a cooking. Way cool. We're going to start with the cooking side. This is, let's keep it at that pickup. I mean, this is a Shabbat Puma. It's an absolutely gorgeous guitar. We're popping that into Gary, and Gary's going into the Imperial by Tone King. That's what you just heard. Let's start right there. That's a lot of fuzz. That's very thick. That's a synthy kind of tone. Can I play more than one note with that? I doubt it. There I can. But that's kind of boring because Gary can do so much more. Kind of the spitty fuzz, but dial that down a little bit. It sounds like a filter, but it isn't. What's happening is you're moving that wall of your duty cycle. I say duty. So you gotta hit it just right on the pedal to find that sweet spot where it's really filtering when it's actually not doing that. And here, that's an overdrive. Rounded off, decent, but you gotta combine them. Fun. What if I take that into a JCM 800? I have no idea, but we're going to find out. The JCM sounds like so. feeling that works better in a cleaner amp because it has its built-in drive. So let's go into the Amplified Nation Bombshell Overdrive, which is a dumble type amp. I think you get the general idea. Once tamed, once you know roughly where to set it up, you can get some really cool sounds, either for crazy live shit that's unpredictable or for a really cool section in a song, intro, bridge, whatever, in a studio production. Turn the weird side off, have a decent overdrive. It's definitely not your average pedal because it says, go, yes, that's it, Anoush. And do you have to understand what pulse width modulation is? No, probably not. But understanding roughly what it does helps you set it up right. Now, if you're into the weird shit, Gary's weird. It's like your weird uncle, but you're cool to hang out with uncle. I'll put links to Gary below. Please use them. That supports me. Like and subscribe. That helps me. Go to spectreacademy.net. Check out my courses if you want to learn shit. That supports me. And now, you're on your own. Animals at the end.